In Nicaragua, more than 2 million people lack access to electric power, and the majority of them inhabit rural zones. A similar situation also occurs in the remainder of the Central American region. Due to this issue, Tecnosol, business leader on a Central American level in the commercialization and installation of renewable energy systems, has made it possible so that over 40,000 families can enjoy a clean energy source in their own homes. Before Tecnosol, the youngsters would go to bed early. Now, we all talk, we listen to music, watch television, we hang out. We feel better now that we have the solar panels. Before, the commercial electric company interrupted services all the time. Now, even if the commercial electric company has a power outage, we are okay because we start using the solar energy. We made a single investment and I am 100% sure that it is there, reliable day and night and whenever I want it to work. With the commercial electric company, you don't have that reliability because of the constant outages. I am sure that hydroelectric energy we have here is always reliable. The idea of a young Nicaraguan entrepreneur and his desire to develop rural communities in his own country gave birth to this company, which now has over 13 years of experience. The idea of creating Tecnosol was born when I was 18 in 1986, and I was summoned to go to the military service. I was in Mulucucu, I was in Wiwili. In those places there was no electricity, and I watched as people lit up with oil lamps after 6 p.m. It was sad eating in the gloom, sharing with the families the smoke from the oil lamps that were highly polluting the air. I saw children suffer injuries as a result of the oil lamps that fell into their beds. This is how the interest, enthusiasm, and encouragement to undertake this project as a way to eliminate the oil lamps for a cleaner, more trustworthy, reliable, and environmentally friendly solution awoke. This was how I became involved, and in the year 1998, started the business while I taught at the university and worked at the National Electric Company. In my free time, I would devote myself to promote this technology. This is how, little by little, people came to know about solar energy. They became acquainted with its qualities and became acquainted with how it started changing their lives. Tecnosol offers supplies, design, training, installation, emergency as well as technical support, consultancy, and executes projects on renewable energy. The main product lines that Tecnosol offers are solar, wind, and hydro systems. And aside from these products, Tecnosol also offers water pumping, refrigeration, emergency backup power, water heating, electric fencing, chlorine and water purification systems, as well as energy-saving lights and street light bulbs. Tecnosol has also projected to supply and install systems based on biogas. Within Tecnosol, we have the repair and maintenance departments. Also, our technicians provide training on the usage to beneficiaries of solar panels. Our customers can come to any of our branches nationwide and get a good service. In our sales branches, customers will find people who can explain and train them regarding pumping equipment, refrigeration, electric systems, and solar electrification systems. Tecnosol's presence is notorious throughout each of its 15 sales branches located in all Nicaragua. Tecnosol has positioned its sales branches throughout all the country to be closer to the customers, so that if a customer needs to have a battery, regulator, or any equipment sold by our company repaired, we are closer to the customer to solve this issue. They, Tecnosol, provided us with all the accessories which are fundamental. Before, in order to acquire isolating bags, you had to go all the way to Managua. Nowadays, we have a store to get it from in Chinandega, and you can easily get to it and purchase the isolating bag. Currently, Tecnosol has installed more than 45,000 solar panel systems and has executed more than 300 projects of renewable energy. We have done this through different mechanisms. One of them, mainly with the user's own resources. But in spite of the fact that not all of them have the cash, we have developed projects with different institutions, like for example with funding provided by the Inter-American Development Bank, IADB, with the Ministry of Energy and Mines, the Ministry of Health, funding from the Social Emergency Investment Fund, and with different NGOs that support rural communities. With their aid, we have provided services, supplies, design, installation, supervision, and follow-up. The energy systems provided by Tecnosol have allowed many rural communities to have more and better health, education, and recreation alternatives. Aside from this, it has also favored their economic development and growth. It has aided the coffee industry, which is the product that helps us make ends meet. Some seasons, the cook has to wake up really early, and now only by turning on a switch you get the projection of the light you need. Before, you needed to have your matches with you and watch out for the wind so it wouldn't blow them out. Now that we have implemented the new solar electric fencing system, we have gotten safety for our cattle. The barbed wire caused way too many wounds on the cattle, and with the solar fence, the cattle's skin is protected and we no longer have to mend it on a daily basis. We will continue installing more electric fences because now we know this technology works for us. The panel has helped us with our small convenience store because now, with my little light at 7 or 8 p.m., I can still serve my customers, and that was not possible before. I had to close my business early because of this. I feel very grateful to the Tecnosol company because they have monumentally changed my home, my family, and my life. Since its birth, Tecnosol has striven for the conservation of the environment in order to improve its customers' lifestyles and also to eradicate pollution on its action zones. What we are doing is getting rid of oil lamps that are highly polluting to the environment as well as hazardous to our health, for a cleaner, safer system that takes advantage of renewable resources. Tecnosol has become involved socially and environmentally, aside from the technical development which is its reason for being. These traits ease a joint work with the Ministry of Energy and Mines, since the ministry, as a public and governmental institution, seeks the protection of the environment and the promotion of community participation and involvement. Somehow the latter is the most important aspect of a renewable energy project, but most of the times are forgotten in the projects that are developed. Right now, Tecnosol is on a regional expansion process triggered by the execution of a project in El Salvador, which became beneficial to the regions of La Unión, Morazán, San Miguel, Cabañas, and Chalatenango. Tecnosol technicians and engineers also provide the pertinent training to the happy beneficiaries. These installations came to a conclusion in July of 2010. With this project, Tecnosol proved its capacity to make massive installations in a short period of time in isolated regions that are hard to reach and access. There we started a project with funds from Fomilenio, Millennium Challenge Corporation, to provide 500 households with electric energy using photovoltaic systems. It was a great success. Since then, we stayed to do business in El Salvador. Now that we have the light, it helps us through the night. The kids are safer, the streets are lit up, we can read and write at night, and before, we couldn't do that with candles. 2010 was a consolidating year for Tecnosol, since it was also selected to execute important projects in the rural zones of Donoso Colón and Cunayala in Panama. Before the installation of the solar panels in the houses, there used to be loud electric generators that, aside from the noise, other factors like gas or diesel that were used to keep them going were extremely dangerous and could start fires that would jeopardize these houses. The usage of huaritza, which is normally used by the town of Cune, mainly by women at night, was another fire hazard. But now, with the arrival of the solar panels, the light used in homes is excellent. The PV system project in Colón and Cunayala was promoted by the Rural Electrification Office and financed by the Inter-American Development Bank, and is being executed and finalized by Tecnosol located in Panama. It is a project with photovoltaic systems. The systems have a 100-watt solar panel, which is capable of providing electricity to a television, a radio, and 3 lights of 12 volts.
Y 3 focos LED 12 voltios.
In Project Cunayala in Colón, we are going to be aiding and providing services for the next 10 years. And also, we are thinking of expanding in the Panamanian market in a more urban level, offering to hotels and residents our water heating collectors for pools and showers, and also our power backup systems. Now the tourists have better conditions when visiting this community to buy crafts. Women can now work overnight or early morning on these crafts using the lights. In the morning, tourists come and buy the arts and crafts available for them. Also, the craftsmen in the community are being benefited by the electricity when they hem their handmade fans and baskets. All of this has been beneficial for the development of the community. This project benefited 1,063 families with housing systems, 10 schools, 2 health centers, and allowed the opening of a sales branch in Panama. This proves that Central American regional organizations are willing to bet on the development of rural and isolated zones since they have the cooperation of a managing and execution-capable company. Tecnosol, as we have seen, has top-quality products and has fulfilled the delivery time of the project. The execution, order, and the technical standards that they use are the ones previously requested. They have also innovated for the betterment and sustainability of the project, with new techniques that even we wouldn't have considered, and this has been very important for the development. Tecnosol's challenge is to continue promoting renewable energy technology, to continue delivering energy solutions to more households in rural zones, and also get to the cities. We are going to start promoting the photovoltaic power injection systems for grid connection, the small 1.5 kilowatt systems for households that consume 180 kilowatt hours per month. This to save energy in urban zones where there is connection with the grid. Being a pioneer in the renewable energy source field has allowed Tecnosol to be recognized on a national as well as an international level. And a testament of this recognition is the Excellence in Enterprise Development Services Award granted by the Inter-American Development Bank in 2010. On a worldwide level, Tecnosol has excelled for its products, services, and innovation. The prestigious British organization Ashton Awards handed in the 2010 International Award to Tecnosol. Its founder and general manager was also named Social Entrepreneur of 2010 for Latin America by the Schwab Foundation from Switzerland, which is an organization affiliated to the World Economic Forum. This particular distinction placed him among the social leaders in the world. The entire Tecnosol team feels happy and very proud because our work has been recognized. As a company, we have gained brand recognition and strengthened our commitment to continue working with rural zones where electricity is most needed. By doing that, we help them be more productive, we help them improve their standards of living. They would feel safer, secure, satisfied with what they do for a living, and would not have to look for better conditions in the cities. Tecnosol's commitment is reassured day by day in each installation and service provided. All this effort is aimed so that more families, small businesses, and communities can enjoy in their hands the benefits obtained by the best kind of energy around. Tecnosol, clean energy in your hands.